Hello, hello. Um, so I just want to talk about deep shit again, about deep stuff. Um, there's so many things that I feel inside. So many feelings together that I feel. Um, it's the feeling of anger, feeling of injustice, feeling of loneliness, feeling of being exhausted and tired and done, and also being actually too aware of what this realm is about. And that, like, no matter how hard I try to cope and distract and just like trying to do something, no matter how hard I try, it's just too hard, too difficult, just think that way, like those NPCs, uh people, those people think, those people who don't care, actually don't give a shit. By the way, I what's up, guys? I see you. I just I don't know. I sometimes think that maybe I don't know. This is just my style of how I made videos and my content and my channel. That I think that I'm maybe sometimes too emotional or too how can I say it? Maybe too um personal. But I don't know. It's just my style. I don't know. And it's just too many emotions that I feel. So I don't know. There's nothing wrong with it. Um, I just maybe, but I just feel that, like, maybe if I like wouldn't be so emotional and so caring, like sensitive, that it would be better. Um, okay. I can answer your questions, but right now I want to talk about, I don't know, some like philosophical philosophical thing, topics like, antinatalism, nihilism, um just depressing shit, but just deep shit, because I feel so like an alien. I feel like that I don't like that I'm just like an alien who is here by an accident, or I don't know. I mean, um, I'm not from Israel. It's okay. So I want to talk about something specific. I don't know. I mean, I wanted to ask you for participating in my live stream, but I just like it's not really possible right now because it's kind of complicated, these fucking settings. So I guess it's just maybe next time. Um, yes, we don't belong here. I agree with you, but the problem is that many people actually think that we belong in here. Many people actually think that yes, those phrases cliche that life is a gift and you should be grateful and you should do your best and you have to change your mindset, you have to change your attitude, uh, and you just have to cope. And it's just like go on and forget what happened to you, forget, come on, you're adult, you know, those toxic positivity shit. They try to tell us that we are the problem here. What do you think, guys? And the worst thing about this life, about this, is actually that we are all like none of us asked to be here, but the problem is here that we are surrounded by so much evil that we are not even aware. Evil in a human body, evil, because people, I don't trust people. I mean, I try to be more and more aware, because people, they always have those bad intentions with you. And I mean, it would be so much easier if we were all like more like united and connected, helpful to each other, and against the system, against the world, against everything. But no, fuck no. Fucking humans have to do everything even harder. They have to be so fucking evil and do bullshit to you just because they want to, just because they wanted something for themselves, so they don't mind if they just fucking stab you. I mean, like, I'm done with this. I'm fucking done. Like, how people are so fucking evil that you have no idea how you can trust someone, and now you see that it was all scam. I mean, I read your comments. You know what the problem is, that I'm not even free to say that I am against life, that I am anti-life. Um, this is the censorship that they make, that like you are not even free to say that you don't that you hate life, that you just hate life. When you say those things, it's about you, that you are the problem. You can't say these things to your therapist or friends or a doctor or to no one actually, because if you say something like that, you're automatically depressed, and you are automatically like patient that it's your fault, it's your fault, your mindset and everything. Because I do you know why? Because I just think that they don't think deeply as people like me, and people like who just are into in anti-natalist community. And yes, because that's true. I mean, I think a lot. Yeah, I know that, like, I overthinking. And but it's not just because of this. I mean, I always knew that, like, something is off with this world. And before I get to know about this philosophy, antinatalism, I always knew, actually. I always been antinatalist. I just didn't know that it's like the word for it. So um, I look, I search for it. I just search in a Google to find out that, like, I think that reproduction uh, is immoral and unethical. And so I find out that there is actually a philosophy called antinatalism. So I was like, I knew it, that must be something that, like, I believe that I know that that must be something like that. That, like, I know that it's like a minority, and it's like not mainstream, and that it's like can be like less than 1% percentage of population society. But I definitely had that feeling that it must be something like that. That it must exist something like that. That because I always knew that I am an anti-natalist. I never thought about, like, I never had, like, my like girls my age when I was a kid or a teenager. Like, it was normal that, like, it was actually normal that, like, girls just, they wanted to have a family, they wanted to have a husband and kids, many kids. But me, no. With me, it was never like that. Actually, since I was a child, my dreams and goals, I just never had the desire to have a kid, or just to be this gender role. Never, actually. I always had, like, that. I just want to achieve something better, something like, I just want to do something more valuable, like doing some activism, or something that it's actually meaningful to have for everyone, not just like for myself. Because if you have kids, it's nothing but it's just for yourself. It's nothing for society. I mean, um, okay, maybe your kid can be a good person and can help others. I'm not saying that, but it's but it's not your goal. It's that kid that is actually deserve all the prize, not you. Because it was never that, like, you wanted to have kids because you want your kids to be a doctors, or I don't know. So I don't like this, that they want so much to do everything about themselves. They just want to manipulate us to believe that that's just something meaningful for everyone, for society. I mean, but in this situation, in these days, like, when you see, like, there is 8 billions of people here, and I think it's totally insane. I think it's totally insane. Okay, so time for reading your comments. I hope you guys you can hear me. You can hear me. I don't know because just let me know if you can hear me. The sound if it's good. Tell me. Okay. Black hole. You can be wonderful, and the world will still crap on you. It's always about stupid money. What freedom, church? Why not actually help those in need and stop praising this invisible man? Gen Z fight back. Yeah, I mean, um, I see the world for what it is, full of shit with corrupt people. That's actually true. I just want to talk about, deep shit. I just want to talk about philosophy, if you are open to it, because I am open to it. I'm not afraid about talking about like really deep shit. Um, because you see how the society they're so shallow. They don't want to talk about deep shit. They always just talk about bullshit. Bullshit all over again. I see those people talking about bullshit, talking about something that's so pointless, meaningless. And I'm fucking tired because I mean, I'll pass. I'm not interested in um talking about something that has no value. It's meaningless and pointless for me. So let's talk about something deeper. Let's talk about life at all. Let's talk about why we are here. Let's talk about the universe. Let's talk about religion. Let's talk about God. Let's talk about um, what's real and what's not. Let's talk about conspiracy theories. Let's talk about injustice. Let's talk about corrupt system. Let's talk about um, what's gonna happen next. Let's talk about like, do you believe that this world's gonna end one day? Because I do. If you ask me, I believe that we are gonna explode one day. Nothing is permanent, so I do think that this life is also Oh, sorry, guys. Now I see that no sound. So, can you hear me now? Just let me know. Okay. Mm, okay. I haven't noticed. So, sorry for that. Um, so I don't know. What did you hear from me? Um, but um, just tell me what. Just tell me. Um, what do you want to talk about? Like, because I said that I want to talk about some. I'm sorry. That I want to talk about some deep shit, some um, something philosophy. Just let me know, and we can talk about it. Don't be afraid. But right now, I'm in a mood that I just want to talk about deep shit, as I said. Um, this life is falling into shambles. Mm. I just don't know what to say, guys. I just feel like one thing that like I just feel that way that I just don't want to be here. That I just like why? Like why? Yes, it sounds extremely depressing. Um um but like everything was better. Everything was just I mean everything was just better before I was aware of this reality. Before I was just aware, you know. I guess that many of you can relate to what I'm saying. Yes, but it's not just about paying bills. It's just like everything just doesn't make any sense. And I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to sound like. I mean, even when you are like being positive person, optimistical person, you can be, and you still can be an anti-natalist because I do have a good days, but I still feel I never change my mind about antinatalism, because like this is just like the only theory or the only way of thinking that actually is making any sense to me. So I know, but I also know like many people who are anti-natalist, and it's not always because like when I see those natalists who just attacking us, that that like anti-natalist people are just depressed, or they have PTSD, or they are traumatized, or they have the shitty parents and all these things. And even if it's true, I think that they just miss the point, because for me, if it's for me it's actually valid. For me this is actually valid reason to actually think that way, because when you say that like anti-natalist people are just depressed, or they are PTSD, they have shitty parents. I mean, it's like it's always like this. When I say like it's always just this victim blaming, this victim. It's for because for me it sounds like you are trying to blame the victim than actually what happened to the victim. So there's like absolutely valid reason for that. And this life is also like really overrated, boring too, because actually when you don't have money, you can't have hobbies in most of the time. Of course it depends, but actually when you think about it, you actually need money for everything. um of course doesn't make sense to me, doesn't make sense to me. um People are so disingenuous. It's not even funny. And when you say the truth and call it out, all of a sudden it's negative. Parents expect the child to know how to do more, but they put all the pressure on the child, and people try to put guilt on you. Yes, yes, that's right, actually. Yes, actually, that's true because trust me, many times when I was talking to um, pronatalist people, or people who have kids, um, and people who want more kids, it was always about them, really. And I said that, well, I don't actually like this idea of bringing a new existence into this world. And I said many negatives of this life, etc., etc., what's happening, and that like this life, especially nowadays, is really disgusting. And so these people actually they agree with me. They agree with me, but you see how hypocrisy is that? They agree with me that this world is shitty, but they still want the child to bring into this world. And you do you know why? Because I asked like why? Well, yeah, it was always because of their ego. So it was never about like, yes, I know you're right. I mean, that's true. Like this world is truly disgusting, and because I don't know how they think. Because me personally, I think that really said that I don't like I don't like how this world works. So um, my logic is that if I don't like how this world works, um, why would I bring another poor soul, another existence into this world? I don't know. For because it sounds pretty logical to me, like uh, not just logical, but also empathic and caring. Because if you say that you don't like this corrupt system, that you don't like all the evil that's happening, etc., 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 but you still have kids or you still are going to procreate, get the fuck, get the fuck, go fuck yourself and don't talk to me about it anymore. I Because I don't fucking trust you a thing. I don't want to those kind of people being surrounded by me, you know? You're just you're just being a hypocrite and you have no right to talk about how this world is a shitty place. How you don't like how these politicians, this government, this capitalism, this all the evil, all the genocide, etc., etc. You have no right to talk about it with me when you're going to procreate, okay? Because you actually support all this, you know because I am the one um who actually are going to protect my child, because I am aware that this outside world is not safe place, not for me and not for my child either. So I have all the right to say that. But when you say this thing that you hate this world too, but you're still going to choose to procreate, I can take you seriously. I can take you seriously because you are either really stupid, really dumb, really ignorant, or you are just fucking evil. Like I see those people know that what they are doing. They know that this life, they hate this life, but they still going to have kids because of themselves, because of them, for them to feel better about themselves, because they want to have a better life. So this is all the pressure what they're doing to their child. And maybe this is another reason, also reasons why all of us guys, you, me, I am here, because of fucking bullshit. Like because of our parents were fucked up. They were even more fucked up than we are right now. So they didn't know any better than just like make us, you know. So I know it's really twisted. I know, and it's sad, and it's also sadistic. This way of thinking, actually, I don't know. I just can't think that way. That like our parents or people who um, don't like their lives. But for me, it sounds to me really egotistical to just fucking procreate even when they know that like this life is a burning space and it's going to be even worse, but they still going to do that to their poor kids. Those people are not good. Those people are not decent, and I don't trust those people. I don't trust them because even being ignorant, that's not like excuse. That's not excuse for me. That's just like hidden evil. That's just another word for being evil. Because of course, how this like many evil is because of someone is ignorant, you know? So like saying like uh, he's just ignorant or he's just don't care. Never mind. Of course, no, no, no. Actually, that is a big problem. That actually being ignorant is for me is another form for being evil and narcissistic and selfish. It's not just something that should be an excuse for you. No, it's not. Of course it's not. That's not an excuse for you. That's not an excuse. uh, I was finally sorry, I was finally able to catch up with the stream. Hi, oh hi Miles. Oh yes, Miles. Um, good to see you, man. We don't need people's negativity in our lives. Yes, people are selfish. That's why they have kids, because they don't want to suffer alone. Yeah, people stay trying to scam and take advantage of innocent people who have no control. I know how it feels like. And it's always about victim blaming. It's always about victim blaming. They think just because they have money, so they can control you. And actually, basically, it's true. But I mean, you still can like send them to fuck themselves, you know. Fucking done, like you know. I miss this guy on this channel called Ignorance is Bliss. At first, his channel was named Blissfully Ignorant, and yeah, I mean, I miss him. I don't know what's happened. I really we don't know what's happened. Um, but it's just the whole channel is erased. You know. You know what I can't stand? It's like that this gaslighting that like those the society want just wants you to um saying that you are insane, that you are not who, that you don't know what you're talking about, that you are not that you are just insane, that you have to go to therapist, that you are unstable mentally, and um you know and I don't like that. I don't like that because I don't necessarily think that that's true. To be honest with you, I don't necessarily think that that's actually true. But the truth is, for me, is that people are afraid to think for themselves, and people are scared to admit what this life is about, because for them it's better to live in a delusion. For them it's better to live in a lie. And I'm not saying that you should be depressed like 24 hours. I'm just saying that I don't like this toxic positivity. I don't like that people are so closed minded, um, and brainwashed, and they just are too afraid, or maybe even too lazy, to open another door, to see, to see these things, how these things works. But let me tell you one thing. There's a good quote. There is a good quote that's saying that privilege means that you actually care when you are personally attached, or something in this way. And it actually makes a lot of sense. And it's true that people actually don't give a fuck about your pain, your I don't know, your grief, your misery, and etc., 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 because they are not involved. So they just pretend that they care, but they don't give a shit. That's the privilege. Privilege is not giving a shit because you're not involved. Yeah, it's truly sad, like, but it's true. I wish antinatalism was more accepted. I feel like the mainstream won't accept it because it gives breeders some kind of guilt. But instead of admitting to that guilt, they insult antinatalism. Well, that's actually pretty actually makes sense what you're saying here. Yes. Yeah, actually this actually makes sense, because unfortunately antinatalism is not um it's not something that you can say openly. Many people don't even know that there's a theory, but if they know that there's something like against it, uh it's always about you, that like, oh my gosh, how can you be so cruel? How can you or say that like we hate kids and all the bullshit, they want to, as I said, they want to gaslight us. It's all about gaslighting, it's the manipulation that we are the problem, that we are not sane, that we are those negative people. So yeah, of course, antinatalism is not that acceptable as being child free. You can openly say that you're a child free. I mean, not everywhere, because people are still fucking ignorant, and especially when you're being a woman who is child free, so it triggers a lot of, you know you know what I mean. So yeah, but it's still more acceptable than saying things like you're against procreation. So Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm fucking tired. So fucking done. I mean, to be honest, I wish I could know you. Some of you, you know, in the real life. Like it feels so lonely to not have someone who actually um think similar, because it really feels like I'm alone in this world, you know? My older brother has 4 kids, and all I can think about is how much they're not gonna like this life when they reach my age. Yeah. mm, I mean, 4 kids. That's so narcissistic. I mean, to have like multiple kids, because I don't really think that you are able to love all your children the same you know, the same love. It's always about preference, and I don't have to be a mother to know that. I saw and read a lot of things that how parents actually, I don't know where, or some, just they actually openly said that like they prefer one kid over another, or they prefer a boy over a girl, you know. So I don't I can't believe you. I can't believe that you love all your children the same, like they should deserve, that you don't have preference. I can't buy it, you know. I don't really believe that, because it's just, yeah, it's just the way it is. Yeah, favoritism is at an all-time high with evil people in the egocentric and egotistical world. Oh yeah. And maybe you guys, you know what I'm talking about, because if you have siblings, so you can know the best. That's the best example. And I can tell you that, yeah, I also have a sibling, you know. I have a brother too, there too, so I know that. It's not a secret, you know. It's not even a secret. Even, you know, kids are smarter than you think. You know, kids are actually really smart, and they are also good listeners. So I know that it's just not possible to love your children the same, you know? Oh gosh, fuck, I just hate this existence, guys. You really, it's such a waste of time to be here. I mean, I just believe that this life, this world is not meant for everyone to make it. It's not meant for everyone. And it's not fair to say that. Also, so you are weak. You are weak. That's so unfair to say to someone. How can you even say that? And you don't even know what the person's going through with no help. How can you be so ignorant? Yes, I am live. Evelina, Paula, nice to see you here. I think like if people really had a soul, they would feel ashamed when they mistreat another human. At the end of the day, we are all human that deserve to have equal opportunities. I absolutely fully agree with your comments. Definitely. Absolutely. Do you know actually when you talk about soul, I I 100% believe that we have souls. But maybe not everyone, because you know what I'm talking about, this matrix, and there are like many NPCs here, and evil creatures in a human bodies. So I don't know about every human being, but I definitely know that I have a soul, and I believe that I have a soul, and that I feel every day like my soul is talking to me. And that's like many reasons um, that like my decisions and everything that I am doing because of my soul, because not my soul, it's my soul is talking to me, you know. And that like I feel that like my soul is just trapped in this body, in this physical body. I believe, I can't say it for sure, but I believe that we have souls. As I said, not everyone, but yeah. We don't have souls, but I get your points. And what made you think that we don't have souls? I'm just curious. You know, my brother actually also doesn't believe in souls, and in that's, I mean, that's okay actually. I'm just curious, but I just think that the soul is more important than this physical body, because you're gonna die, and if there's something, I don't know what's gonna happen. What's I don't know what's gonna happen. No one knows what's gonna happen. I don't know. I just feel trapped in this body. If I can be honest with you, I just feel trapped in this, not just in this world, but also in this physical body. If you understand me. Well, it's not about like evidence or not. I'm not trying to convince you that you have to believe. I'm just saying what I feel, like what I believe in. And as I said, I don't know. We don't know it for sure. We don't know it for sure if it's real or not. But it's not just about this, it's just about actually literally everything. You don't even know what you're eating, what you're drinking. You don't know a shit. So this is like maybe the same thing, you know? The same point that like you don't know. You don't know things about this world. Our brains are so limited, you know? We are just being born here and we don't know why. We don't know why, you know? We don't know nothing. You know, we are humans. We're not we don't have superpowers, you know? Maybe some of us. But in general, we have like really we know almost nothing about this place and about things, just about basic things, you know. I'm just asking, what's with the obsession to um writing me here that said hi, say hi, say hi. It's like you're some robot, or I don't know. Okay, I'm not I'm saying hi, but oh gosh, I feel like I'm talking to some technology, or I don't know. That's facts. I realize how much I don't know, and I'm still trying to learn more about life as I live through it, taking it one day at a time. Yeah, that's cool. Cool, actually. Hello, everyone. Where are you from? Yeah, I'll be nice to know. Um, and uh, you are scared of my question, huh? You ask me because I don't see your question. I don't see your question, but okay. Um, are you a Christian, Lucia? Not. I don't. I'm not Christian. That's kind of complex question, because there are people who were raised by their parents as a Christian or another religion, but they don't see themselves as Christians or religious. So yeah, maybe just kind of out of topic, but I just want to say what I don't like as a queer person, uh, as a queer woman, and being part of the LGBTQ plus community. I don't really like how they use us, all this, for example, government and capitalism, how they actually use a real human beings for 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 their reputation, and also for money. They may don't give a shit about us and about our rights, but for example, when this month's gonna be over, and June is a pride month, and you can see all these, like, corporations, everyone suddenly cares about LGBTQ plus community, this fake solidarity, this fake support. I'm honestly tired because I can see if someone actually cares, and if it's all about just yourself, your reputation, your money, your your capitalism, because this is actually how it works, how they actually can use something what's actually real for them. How are you guys doing? I can see you. I can see you are here. Alright, guys, so do you wanna ask me something? Let me know. Don't be afraid to ask. I ask, can girls become black pilled? I think I need some more. How can I say it? Try to be more specific because I know black pill community, but I'm not really sure what you're asking me. So if you can be more specific, maybe. I have no good reason to think that Satan is real. That is why I said it's fictional. Can he exist? Sure, but there is no good reason to think he's real. Okay, that makes sense. Would you ever want to visit America? Actually, yes, I want to visit United States or America in general. But not to live there actually. But I am open to travel and to travel there as well and to see all the nice places there because I believe that it's a huge country. So um, yeah, I'm open to it, but not for living. Even though it's guys, what are you talking about? The true religion, just Islam? Really? Come on, no Islam. Um, it means, can girls believe that there is no true love and be cynical, believing that people are evil? Um, yes, actually, but I don't think that it has to be just for girls. It's not really about gender. It's about how you see this world, and it's also about experiences and all these things. So so yeah. What's your thoughts on Allah? Are you Muslim, or I don't know why you asking me this? I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say because I am not Muslim and I don't believe in Islam. I mean, I respect all people regardless of their religion and regardless of everything that's like has nothing to do with personality. So I don't know what one me to say. I don't really know what to say about Allah. I'm not Muslim, so Lucia, why don't you like men? LOL. Okay, I mean, I'm kind of starting to be kind of disappointed because at first, when I started this live stream, I thought that we're going to talk about like some deep topics, like philosophy, but now you're asking me those personal questions. um I don't know. um I'm not upset. I'm just like, what's the point of like asking me this question? Like, what do you mean actually? That why you don't like men? Like, you asking me because you mean my sexuality, or I don't know what you mean. Because it's the same like when I'm asked like a straight guy that why don't you like dicks, like, I mean, uh, I'm not sure if I understand this question, but okay. um I think this world is an evil place, really. uh I was disappointed when I found out you like girls. Okay. uh, Tell me why. Okay. You wanted to go on a day with me. I mean, gosh. I have to laugh. I mean, I mean, you should respect people, but you shouldn't respect all religions. Uh, I mean, yeah. I mean, like, as I said, I care about you as a person. So it's your right to believe what you wanted to believe. If you want to believe in some specific kind of religion, you have all the right to believe. But you just can't pressure. Like, you just can't be a bigot. You just can't. Your values, your religious, try to control me because of your religion. You know what I'm trying to say. But if you believe in something, it's your choice, it's your right, and I mean, I don't care. So, I mean, I don't have a problem to ask like some personal questions, and it's not the first time actually. I'm not like that. It's that like I can't or I don't want to. Made before live streams, many live stream when I talk about my personal life. I have no actually problem with that, but I mean, I don't see actually. I don't really see the point if you're a male and you're asking me that like that's in this specific way that why I don't like men and all this. Why you even ask me this? Like, what's the point? I mean, how do you mean it? Yeah, like, because I don't know, like, be specific. I don't see a point to asking me these questions. um but anyway, thank you for that. Please, let's not ask her this personal question, and let us discuss deep philosophy. That's what I'm talking about since the beginning. And I don't have a problem to talk about my life, but not this kind of question like um why you don't like guys, or I want you to go on a date with me and all this. I mean, please just save my time, your time, because this is actually not this is not some kind of Tinder, or I don't know, this is not some meetup. And not like, okay, I hope you understand. I'm being polite, so. like you said, being attracted to the same gender makes more sense. Um, but people are idiots and aren't ready for that conversation. Oh yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. Miles, you actually agreed with this. Yes, 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 I share that. And maybe some of you all straight folks, straight men, you can find it offensive. But I don't really think so because I just, I mean, I just think that like, if like, if all men would love men and girls, women love the women, I think that this world would be just peaceful, much more peaceful, and much less violent. And you cannot really say that it's not true. And also, actually, there will be like no procreation, so that would be also good, actually, because it's mainly straight people who procreate. So this would be just a good thing for for anti-natalist community. But I know that like many people are not ready for that. I know what you're saying. Nah, I think you cool. So I was just surprised because you're smart. Okay. Um, I'm straight, but it makes sense. Well, I'm glad that you actually agree with that. I mean, that means that, yeah, that's nice. There are people who are open to that conversation. So that's cool, actually. Um, um, why do you think? What do you think of people who do GoFundMe for very expensive funerals? I think we should care for living people. Well, I mean, maybe honestly, I I don't really think that I don't really believe in funerals. If you ask me, I mean, I'm more into um I forgot the word in English. Um but I mean the other option. I'm sorry, my English is not Englishing right now, but I think you know what I mean. So yeah, but I think it's fucked up that you have to stress because someone someone you loved died, and now you have to take care of all this. And also it's fucking money business. I mean, I this you see this everything what's the wrong with this world, that you even have to pay, that they should pay you for the grief and for the loss. But no, you have to pay for a dead body. I mean, um I don't know. Yeah, cremation, actually, yeah. Um, Sorry, we were distracted by your beauty and sexy voice. Um, okay, I can get it, but this is like the thing that um, it's hard for, like, I mean, okay, I can take this as a like compliment, but I don't want people, or especially men, to see me as an object, or that like I'm just trying to talk about the real shit and the real things here. So I mean, I'm much more than just how you see me, and that like this physical attraction. I mean, how would you like it if just like people just saw you as a as some kind of object or something, you know. Because there would be no one here without children. And so I talked about it. You won't care. You won't care about that because you'll be dead. All of us will be dead. So you'll no longer you will no longer care about like that, some kind of things, you know. But don't act like act like there's like small people here or less people here. There is like more than 8 plus billion people. So why you act like, oh, that's not good, you know? I never saw this world, I never seen this world being so uh overcrowded and overpopulated than it is now. So yeah. uh how to feel hopeful in life. I honestly don't know. uh I honestly don't know, you know. It's ridiculous that funerals are so expensive. We have to pay to bury our loved ones. Yes, I think that it's messed up. That it shouldn't be like that. It's not fair that like you're grieving and you lost someone, and now you have to, they should pay you, you know, or there should be another way for it, but that like you have to pay, that's not fair to me. But this is another thing that people actually think it's normal. You see, we just don't care. This is like we are like being so obedient about everything that is unfair, you know, or wrong. Hi Lucia, how are you, dear? Hi, dear friend. Well, actually, I'm not not so good, but thank you. How you been doing? Um, I feel like capitalism is part of the reason that makes this world a very stressful place to live in. Do you think it's possible to live in a world that isn't controlled by capitalism? Yes, I feel that that's actually honestly also the way I think about it, the whole thing, that this system, this capitalism is is actually really evil, and much more than we think, much more than society wants to admit. But yeah, capitalism is extremely dangerous. And if you ask me, how can we manage to live? No, it's not possible because unfortunately we live in a capitalistic world and a capitalistic system. So it doesn't seem really that like it's going to change, you know, because you see that like we are such obedient and we don't give a fuck. So unfortunately, I don't know, I wish that we just reject capitalism, not just try to reject in our personal lives, but just try to reject from this planet, you know. It's so heartbreaking how stressful this life is. Yes. Lucia, how are we supposed to cope with this place? Yeah, You ask me, man, you ask me. You see that I need to answers for that, you know? I'm done. I mean, I wish that this was just the longest dream that I ever had, and it's gone, you know? But unfortunately, it's not. So I don't know. You can use your copes, you know. I don't know. We have all different copes, you know. Alcohol, sports. I don't know. Everything is cope and distraction. So yeah, just taking it easy. Life is exhausting. Every day is a fight for survival. Absolutely. Do you think that having children is a crime or at least immoral? If you do you think we should prosecute people for it? Um, I mean, actually, you can see that we live in a highly pronatalistic world. So this question about prosecute people for it, it's not even on the table because we just live in a natalist society. So, you know, um, yes, I mean, I believe that having children is actually the most selfish thing you could do in your life. This is the most selfish thing, you know. This is what I believe in because it's about another human being, you know. I don't care what you're doing with your body. I don't care what you're doing with your choices. Um, unless it's about someone else. You have no right to to talk to do choices for someone else. So yes, I believe that this is the most selfish thing you can do. Motherhood, it has become an evil game. Uh, I don't see myself working a job. Me neither. This is what I hate the most about our parents, that this life is scary and disgusting as it is, but why we have to be wage slavers? I mean, I just can't accept that like, how can you say that this life is a gift when you have to pay for it? No one pays for a gift. I've been working 14 hours with people who speak Spanish Monday through Friday, 4 a.m., 6 p.m. I hate it. I can speak Spanish, but I just don't fit in with these randoms. They compete with each other. What is your philosophy about? You can tell us. Who are you actually? I hate spending so much time with people you don't even know and don't give a fuck about you. Yes, I agree. That's like what I'm trying to be alone because I'm really sensitive into energies, and it just feels to me like a waste of time to be with people who are not meaning don't have like it's not like meaningful. So yes, I can feel that like at work it's the worst actually, that you have to be against your will, being surrounded, if it's your colleagues, coworkers, or um, customers. And so yeah, I definitely feel I know how it feels like, and it's truly a soul crushing. So yeah. A lot of people are serial breeders, abusers, and abandon depends as a habit. Yes. There are people who believe the best thing they do in life is create children, and that's it. Yeah, and I pity those people. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. I think I gotta go. I have to go because, well, I just have to. Anyways, thanks for uh your time and for your questions and for being here with me. And uh, I don't even have energy for saying things. I have to go too. I'm glad I found your channel, Lucia. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the love. Thank you. I have to go now. But see you and take care. Take care with this fucked up world. Peace, guys. Bye. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Love you guys.